What up, Division 2 players? This is Tips and Tricks for Division 2, and this is a Raid AR build and a Raid LMG build, like machine gun. And these two builds are very identical. The knee pads and the gloves and the mods are the only thing I change. And the toys will always be Revive Hive and either a Seeker Mine to heal you or a drone to heal you, okay? So let's get to this. But before that, you do need to opt out one of these, okay? So it's either Demolitionist, that's crowd control, Survivalist, that's crossbow, or Sharpshooter, all right? You're gonna have to opt either one of these out and make a build just for it or with it, okay? And it's gonna enhance your build by 100%. When I say opt it out, if you're using an assault rifle build, right, you need to come here and get this 3 bars full. So it's 5% each bar to opt out your max of 15%. Okay, you see that 15% increase assault rifle damage? If it's at 0, then you got 0. So each bar is 5%. You need to opt this out if you're doing an assault rifle build. And the same thing with LMG, guys. And if you're doing a pretty much, if you're doing other builds like attack right here, you're gonna have to opt out the marksman rifle. 50% increased marksman rifle damage. All right, so again, 3 bars, each bar is 5%. You could do this, do the bounties, do all the other stuff, and of course you're gonna have to opt this out. 1 in the head. All right, 25% increased headshot damage with rifles, and marksman rifle allows for precision kills. And of course this right here, guys, you're gonna have to opt this out too. All right, and let's get out of this and show you the build. Demolitionist, okay, I would try that. That's pretty much just for Razorback, for all the ads that are running around. Again, if you're using this, opt it out, come here, and pretty much, you know, activate it. But more likely, these are the 2 go-to, Survivalist or Sharpshooter, okay, guys? So let me show you the build real quick. Right now, I do have my signature weapon being a Survivalist, the crossbow. And we're going to show you that my damage is 36.6k on my Black Market M60 E6. I've got Unhinged will give you receive 20% weapon damage at the cost of 25% weapon handling. And Allegro I've got there for rate of fire, and the holster and protected reload while equipped. This weapon grants 10% bonus armor while reloading. All right, so everything here is damage to elites on the hollow side. Nimble link belt for 5% rate of fire. I've got an underrail of 5% critical hit damage and a muzzle of 5% damage to elites. And the same thing with the MG5. I could double fist in Black Market M60, but I'd rather go for this because this guy has a crazy rate of fire and it does insane damage. All right, guys. All right, so I've got Unhinged on this, and it's hitting at 28.8k, 880 RPM. Unhinged will give you 20% weapon damage at the cost of 25% weapon handling. I've got Allegro there, and the same thing here. Protected deploy while equipped. This weapon grants 10% bonus armor while deploying a skill. And the underrail is 8% damage to elites. My ammunition belt is a extended mag, and the underhand rail is the critical hit damage to 5%. And we've got the Liberty here, guys. The Liberty here is a very underrated holstered handgun. It's gonna give you, okay, while holstered, destroying weak points refills 20% of your current weapon's magazine. And if you do hit a weak point, you get 100% weapon damage on both the primary and the secondary, all right, LMGs. Let's go to the face mask. The Aces and Eights face mask is only here for this, guys. It's giving me an offensive mod. So I've got a 6% LMG mod there, and I've got 13,000 health, 41% damage to elites. I wish that was higher. We've got a Gilligard chest piece of 20,000 armor, 30,000 health, 15% weapon damage. You get this at Raleigh Holdings or Alp Summits. They have God roll stuff, farm it, loot it, then recalibrate, put over this. This is the Gilligard chest piece with Unbreakable. 70% of max armor is repaired when your armor is depleted. Armor kits used within the next 7 seconds are not consumed, can occur once every 60 seconds. That's a long one. So 11 blues practice, and of course I got an armor mod, another 6% LMG here, another armor mod. Let's move on to the holster, guys. Dodge City Gunslinger holster, amazing stuff. It's only here for the quick draw. Swapping to your pistol reloads all weapons, and this saves you a lot of time in the raid, and a lot of time you do need to reload really fast because these LMGs are super duper slow to reload, man. It's ridiculous. All right, whatever. So the holster is here. Farm for it. I'm going to leave you a shortcut to my thing of how to get the holster at the end of this video. So we've got another 6% LMG mod here, another 6% at the bottom, and then we've rolled this for skill power. You could put a utility here, or explosive, or bleed, whatever it's to, but this is here for my secret mine. So 280 skill power. All right, and now let's go for the backpack. It's a Gilligard, 60,000 armor, 10,000 weapon damage. That's rolled over, recalibrated from a Alp Summits, I recall. I think I could have put 11%, but whatever. We've got hard hitting damage for elites. That's 25% damage for elites. Spark, damaging enemies with skills or explosives grants 50% weapon damage for 15 seconds. And we've got another 6% LMG damage mod, and we've got another 9400 armor mod right at the bottom. Again, 2 blues and a red is God roll for a backpack, and for a chest piece, Gilligard, 2 blues and a red is God roll, guys. So we've got Circle of Concern gloves, has perfectly wicked. When you apply a status effect, gain 20% weapon damage for 20 seconds. You only need 4 reds for this, guys. And this is a God roll for me, guys. Red, blue, and yellow. Rarely you see that. And of course, I've rolled this 13% LMG damage. You can find officially all the time, all day, 12%. You're gonna have to do your perfect opportunist gloves. That's the tactician thing. Do the project, and you can roll these, craft these Alp Summits gloves that'll give you 13% LMG, assault rifle, SMG, shotgun. You know what I'm talking about. So, but you're gonna have to craft it. It's RNG. You're gonna gamble and get what you get. All right. So now we've got the knee pad, guys. Petrov defense group. All they do is LMG, guys. So 10% LMG here is the only time it's gonna proc for you. So if you have a whole Petrov 6-piece, it's not gonna give you 60% LMG. It's going to cap off at 10%. So you only have one Petrov thing if it's to be in this build, okay? Again, we've got a 10% LMG damage, 12% total armor, 6,000 health, patience. After being in cover for 5 seconds, armor repairs for 5% every 1 second, and only 6 blues for this, guys. So last but not least, guys, my weapon damage 36.6 on this LMG Black Market M60 is because of the mods, and of course the 30% LMG damage at the gloves. It has to be 12 if you only find 12, okay? And this is, for example, guys, you don't have to go wicked, perfectly wicked gloves, okay? And that 13% LMG, probably you'll get it 12%. You can do this right here, guys. You can get this on the LZ and get that on the fly if you can't have socket off gloves, right, with the perfectly wicked. So 12% LMG damage with 5% weapon damage, that's devastating. That's the talent in the bottom there. And of course it'll give you a higher damage, 37.3k, all right? And then my MG5 is 29.3. Here's the thing, perfectly wicked is gonna give you, holy crap, 20% weapon damage for 20 seconds to status effect, okay? You can get status effect 24/7 if you're hurting them, you're bleeding them, and they're exploding, they're dying around you, these ads, and you'll get that 20% weapon damage. Plus, on top of that, you got Spark. It's 15% weapon damage plus the 20% weapon damage, all right? And that's a total, let's do the number right now, guys. 15% from Spark, okay? And then 20% from perfectly wicked, that's 35% plus, okay, 36.6 plus 35% equals, I'm hitting that with this right here, all right, with Black Market, I'm hitting at 0.4k damage. Wow, holy smokes. So this is raid ready, okay? And again, you can always get on the fly, if you can't get these perfectly wicked gloves, you can switch to this and do an LMG build of devastating of 5% at the bottom, and that will be up top there at 37.3. So that's a base damage. And with the 37.3, let me show you with spark only, okay? So 37.3 plus 15% weapon damage equals 42.8k damage. All right, but with Wicked you get 49k. So do you see the grand bottom line of how hard you're gonna hit with perfectly Wicked gloves? So this is my raid build. It's pretty simple. I'm not gonna do a test run because I've done it so many times. This is raid proof. I know for sure. I've done it too many times, and I put this together because I have a couple of friends of mine, and lo and behold, they really need a raid build. And this is to help everybody, okay? This is a basic raid build. If you want to be tanky, if you want not to be the third man out, this is your, clearly, you will be primary to be picked on. Yo, let's go do the raid with this guy. This guy has it. He has his shit opt out. So this is the raid build, okay, guys? Again, this right here is a very simple build. You can contrast this to an AR build, which we will do after I show you my toys. So the toys here, because of the survivalist, it will only let me proc, okay? I think a secret mine for healing, or a drone, because I think I had this on demolitionist earlier, but you can use the secret mine for healing or the drone for healing, okay? And a revive hive is perfect, guys. You always need this 24/7 in the raid, okay? If your friends are down, you just put it on the floor, you pick them up, and then you can either run back and pick it up or just destroy it, okay? So these are the go-to toys 24/7 in the raid. And this is my LMG raid build. Of course, you can see my armor is 304,000. I wish that health was 125, but this is raid ready, guys. This is the go-to raid build, all right, for your LMG. If somebody has a better raid build, all right, go ahead, you know, make it your own. This is just a blueprint from me. And again, the chest pieces and the backpack, guys, this is a go-to. You could change the face mask, you could change the gloves for SMG full build. This right here, these two are the backpack and the chest, are a staple of any build you could build on this game. So have the backpack and the chest piece be religiously there if you're just doing an unbreakable build all the time, all day, like I used to do. I still do, but yeah. So now we're gonna get to the AR build, and you will see, if you take a picture of it, they're not much of a difference. The only thing I'm gonna change here, again, is the gloves and the knee pads. Okay, guys? So here we go. Alright, so we see the damage. The base damage is 126,000, and the overall damage, if you keep mailing them in the face with a rate of fire like that, you get 1,100,000 something. Alright, so you do see the damage that you're putting out when you do have a basic build of 12% LMG and devastating gloves. Alright, so let's try this with the perfectly Wicked gloves. Let's see. All right, reloaded. Let's go. All right, y'all, this is my AR build. Again, I didn't change that much. All I did was the mods, the knee pads, and the gloves. All right, let's go. So we've still got the signature weapon being survivalist procced. All right, we've got now 2 assault rifles in play. Again, I'm gonna double fist the Falsa 5.8 para, but I'm showing you the difference between the custom P416 G3. The damage, base damage, isn't that it is much of a difference. Again, the RPM is different, but I do like the power because it does hit a lot harder. But the rate of fire is a lot better with custom P416, and you do have more bullets. So let's get into the Falsa first. We've got Sadis, That's the talent of deal 30% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills, apply bleed to the next enemy you hit. And it has Allegro, 10% rate of fire. In rhythm, while equipped, enemy kills have a 5% chance to refresh. Active skill cooldowns can occur once every 60 seconds. So if you have a hover on the floor and you just destroyed it, if you kill an enemy, you have 5% chance for it to just come back. All right, so that's cool about that. And we have a custom P416 G3, 26.5k damage, 825 RPM, 50 mag. That's a sturdy mag. And we have Sadist, 30% weapon damage to bleeding enemies. After 3 kills, applies bleed to the next enemy you hit. Rate of fire, Allegro. And we got protected reload. While equipped, this weapon grants 10% bonus armor while reloading. And this is modded out with damage to elites on the rail. Sturdy magazine, they give me 20 rounds additional. 30 is base, so that's 50. So we got under rail of 5% hit damage and a muzzle of 5% damage to elites. And the same thing here, we've got a different modded out thing. 8% for the rail, optic rail is 8% damage to elites. And we have a sturdy magazine that's giving me a total of 40 for the Falsa. And the under rail is 5% crit hit damage, and the muzzle is 5% damage to elites. And the holstered gun is the Liberty, the very humbling Liberty that'll kick ass all the time. Independence, while holstered, destroying weak points refills 20% of your current weapon's magazine. And the minute you hit a weak point with the primary and the secondary, you get 100% weapon damage automatically. All right, guys? So this works. So let's go to face mask. Again, I didn't change it. All I did was the mods. So I've got a mod here of 6.5% assault rifle damage and a 1% damage armor. And we've got the same chest piece as before with unbreakable, and the armor is the same, and the only thing that's different is a 5.5 assault rifle. And we've got the Dodge City Gunslinger holster here. And again, we've got this just for quick reload speed. You swap to your pistol and come back to your primary, and they're both reloaded. So we've got a weapon mod of 5.5 assault rifle, a 6% assault rifle, and we have a secret mine of 280. I should change that to a drone utility mod to heal me, but again, these don't proc because I really have no skills, so there's no point. So let's go to the backpack here, guys. The Gilligard backpack, 10% weapon damage. Spark, damage to elites. Spark gives you 50% weapon damage to explosive or skill, to all these ads. And we've got a Ferris group glove now. That's the thing we changed here. A 10% assault rifle damage up top, 13 with assault rifle damage that's modded, that's recalibrated in there. All right, so that gives me a total of 23%. And Wicked is another 50% weapon damage. When apply a status effect, gain 50% weapon damage for 20 seconds. 4 reds will proc this. And we have the knee pads that are changed for Badger Tough. Okay, so 7% damage release on top, 11% of total armor, 6,000 armor, and we've got a 5.5 assault rifle damage here. And that's the only thing that changed, guys. Not that much of a difference. Again, you could go back and forth with a custom or a falsa if you can find these. These are rarely found, but when you do get them, they hit like a ton of bricks. So 40 mags is really all you need for this gun. It hits really hard, guys. And you could go for any other assault rifle. Up to you, man, if you feel comfortable with it. But I like to proc both these guns and double fist them. And literally shoot my way to the very end of to Razorback. And then I'll probably either switch to custom or I'll come back to this, and it's my go-to, guys. And again, guys, you don't really need Wicked gloves. You could go for a standard Murakami's or Fenris group if you find one with 12% assault rifle and weapon damage at the bottom. Of course, you're gonna get a blue and a red, and you're gonna roll 12% over that still SMG. All right, so you're gonna have to recalibrate the gloves, of course. All right, to get to work properly. And it's going to give me almost the same base damage. It's not that high. You saw before, because of the Fenris group, it had a 10%. It gave me 29. So if you do find a Fenris group here that'll give you that 10% and 13 or 12 assault rifle damage, you're going to get 22, 23, and you'll see the numbers. And they're not that 1K off, guys. It's not that big of a difference. And again, this is my assault rifle build, guys, for the raid. You do need a revive hive, guys. You do need it. Put it right next to your friends. Pick them up. Walk away. When it's done, you ask them, hey, you up? You destroy your hive and keep shooting, keep helping. And man, good luck to you guys, man. This is a build for, again, my friends that ask me 24/7, and I love y'all, man. And this is the build for you guys, man. This is a basic build. You can run through anything. Make it your own. Please make it your own. And, you know, hope success for the next raid coming. And the next raid, I heard they're hinting about, it's all about hazard protection. Probably burnings, fire, and all that other good stuff. Alright, guys. One love. You know who you are. And this is my assault rifle raid build. I hope this helps you out a lot, man. One love. Peace. And I'm out.
Da 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 da.